time it is? It's horror movie review time! Huh? It's getting to be a little bit near lunchtime, and for the rest of the week, I think I'm going to enjoy myself. Bologna! Put that right there, slap that right on. Got the mayo. Salt substitute. What's this? Minced onion? A little bit. Ugh. What can I say? I like ketchup on my bologna sandwiches. Not many people do, and I don't care what people do. Alright. So, why am I making bologna sandwiches? It's not my favorite food. It's not even my favorite sandwich. But, you see, I'm gonna eat them as a way to protect myself against all the little trolls and all the little goblins of the world. Because you know what? They don't like bologna. They don't eat bologna. They don't eat bologna sandwiches. So what you gotta do is, to protect yourself against these little creatures, you gotta eat bologna. Because they don't like it. They'll eat vegetables. Food to save your life. Eat bologna sandwiches. Not too bad. The movie that I'll be talking about today is called Troll 2. Part 2. Part 1? Where is it? I don't know. I didn't watch Part 1. Apparently, Part 1 and Part 2 don't even connect. I was told I didn't need to watch it, so I didn't watch it. But I was told to watch Troll 2. Who told me? It came highly recommended. Because you know what? It's pretty funny. Goodness gracious. This film, I don't know. It was entertaining. It really was. But the other sister, she just kept going on and on about it. You know, you're watching all these horror movies, these things, you know, you gotta watch this Troll 2. You gotta watch it. And I said, well, I never seen Troll 1, so why don't I, I'll watch that first. She says, no, they don't relate. They don't connect. Troll 1 has nothing to do with Troll 2. Nothing at all. Ugh. Yeah, so I didn't need to. And she says, no, you gotta watch it. You gotta give it a chance. She's so excited about it. Woo! Yeah, Sister Josephine, she loves it. It's one of her favorite films. So I said, okay, well, I guess I'll watch it. Makes sense. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll do it for you. So I did. Hey, what did I think of this thing? Oh, goodness gracious. It's a hoot. I can't say if I liked it. I can't say if I hated it. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. It's caused me to question just about everything I thought I knew about movies, about cinema. Now I'm confused. I don't know. I don't understand. Let me explain a little something. This film ain't about trolls. There are no trolls in this film. There are goblins. Goblins. They're not the same thing. They might look the same, I don't know. Nothing makes a lick of sense. And in not being any bit sensical, it is in fact, I think, brilliant. Film might go on to be one of my favorite films. It might, of all time. I might have to watch it again tomorrow, or tonight, or later today. All I know is that I'm gonna keep on making bologna sandwiches, because you know what? I don't want to be eaten by no trolls or goblins. The film is basically about this family, right? They go on vacation. They're going to this town. It's called Nilbog. There's a N-I-L-B-O-G. But then what ends up happening is all these little trolls, goblins, whatever, are trying to eat them. That's basically it. Now let me start from the beginning. Because you see, the film opens up, and there's this little boy, Joshua. He's the main kid. At the very beginning, this grandfather character, he's telling little Joshua a story about the Goblin King, or the Goblin Kingdom. It's going on in the forest, and got this freckled girl, and she's trying to feed this Prince Robin Hood looking man. There's this green stuff. You know what, I'm sorry, but if anyone sticks green stuff in your face and says, here you go, bon appetit, don't eat it. It's gross. I don't like green very much. My least favorite color. I don't like it. He's telling this story and blah, 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 blah. He's explaining the goblins to little Joshua. And then we learn that this grandfather character, his name's Seth. He's dead. That was a ghost. Poor little Joshua, he's seeing a ghost of his grandfather. And his family doesn't believe him. Little Joshua, he's got a sister. She's got a boyfriend. He sneaks over into the house. She punches him in the private area. I wrote this down because it's just ridiculous. I can't even believe this line. She says, "My father, he hates you. And if he knows or sees that you're here, he's gonna cut off your little nuts and he's gonna eat them." Ugh, ugh. There's lots of funny, little absurd pieces of dialogue and lines in this film. It's nonsensical. One thing after another. You just can't keep your head clear. This film just throws crazy stuff at you left and right. I'm thinking to myself, even though Sister Josephine told me that I need to see the part 1, I'm thinking there's gotta be something in part 1 that I missed. Because I don't understand any of this crap. I don't get it. I'm just going with the flow, though. I just went with it. So they're going on this trip. They're going to this town of Nilbog, right? The daughter, her boyfriend, and his buddies are going to camper, and they're tagging along, or they're going to meet them there. She wants him to ditch his friends, and he's all bros before hoes. I got so many questions. I got pages and pages of questions here that will probably never get answered. I'm going to have to get in touch with the director, the people who made this film, just try to understand what the heck it's all about. The director's name, by the way, it's Claudio Fragasso. Claudio Fragasso. Claudio. Claudio made this film. I don't know where it takes place, somewhere in mountains, Utah, Colorado. That's just where all those little Mormons are from. Yep, I've heard lots of things about those people. I know how it is out there. I get it. Mormons. Storming Mormons and trolls. Figures they'd be friends with the goblins. Sick. So, the film goes on, and they get to this Nilbog area, which is just a weird town. Why they're going there for vacation, I don't know. It's not scenic. There's nothing there that would be any fun. It's just a little dirt town out in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of creepy citizens. They get there to this house. I guess they're renting out. And, weird kid throws a little baseball to little Joshua as they're driving away. It says, "Eat the food," or something like that, or "Die, go to hell." I don't know, some crap. Grandfather keeps giving little crap bits of information to Joshua. He ain't learning anything. He ain't doing nothing. There's a big feast. A whole lunch spread set up at this house, right? I guess the people that they're renting from left it there for them. It's nice enough, I guess. Not a bad thing. Well, most of the food's green. There's green slop all over everything. There's green donuts, there's green milk, there's green mustard, mayonnaise, there's green cookies. Green. Like slime green. And I'm just thinking to myself, these people, they're all excited. Ooh, we haven't eaten. This is great. It's gross. Just looking at it, it's gross. I didn't believe it for a second that these people were really excited. But, regardless, Grandfather appears to Joshua again. And he tells him, "You can't let your family eat the food. It's goblin food. That's what the goblins do. They get you to eat the food, and then you transform into some sort of plant or a vegetable person, and then they'll come and they'll eat you." I'm thinking, why doesn't the grandfather just tell the whole family instead of telling Joshua? Because now Joshua, you know what he has to do? You know what he does? Grandfather, in his strange powers, he freezes time for about 10, 20 seconds. Who makes it up? Whatever, I'm just going with it. How clever, crazy it is, I'm going with it. So little Joshua, he doesn't know what to do. He stands up on the dining room table. He unzips his pants. Well, they don't show this in the film, but he goes on to pee all over the food. He's peeing all over the food. They cut away, so we don't see what happens. I don't want to see any of that nonsense. So when the time came unfrozen, I'm guessing his whole family just sat there, just completely baffled, mystified, stupefied. Her son standing on the table with his little dinghy hanging out, pissing on all over the food, ruining it. Irony, the father gets pissed, and he's carrying little Joshua over his shoulder, and then he takes Joshua into the bedroom, he throws him down on the bed. He says, "You don't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it." Gosh darn, he's fastening his belt and he's talking about how he's gonna have hunger pains and all this stuff, and the son's all upset and nobody understands why he did it. Come on. These kids talking about the ghost of his grandfather talking to him. He's peeing all over all the food in the kitchen. I don't know what to think. So, what's next, right? The daughter's boyfriend, his bunch of fool friends. They're all in the woods in a camper, and they got no food. So the one goes out running. He's going to go to the market in town. He's going to buy some food, you know? And then the one friend, little Arnold, goes wandering off. He ends up seeing this girl running in the woods, and he goes chasing after her. It looks like she's running for dear life. And I'm thinking, oh, finally, the trolls, the goblins, whatever, they're coming into the movie. And we're going to finally see them. And I'm wondering the whole time, what these little things look like. I'm wondering, are they going to be scary? When's this movie going to get scary? He stops the girl. She tells him, oh, no, look, they're after me. Blah, blah, blah. He says, who's after you? And then she turns around and... these little trolls. Oh my goodness. They're creepy looking, sure. They're just little people in burlap bag suits, monster faces, and there's dozens of them. And one of the little creature trolls they take is a stick, and he throws it, and it goes right through Arnold's shoulder, and he's screaming, ah! Pulls the stick out, he and the girl, they run off. These funny little creature trolls are in hot pursuit. They're running after him, but then Arnold and the girl, they find sanctuary in this big building, church-looking place. They end up meeting this crazy freaking lady. Her name is Credence. And she's got her hair's like white, she's got crazy teeth, she's got the big old bug eyes, and she says, this is my house. I don't know who this lady is. Everybody in this town's insane. Insane! In the membrane! And then they end up drinking the green slop or whatnot. Arnold, he's turned into a plant. His legs are stuck together, vines are growing out of his arms, and he's got leaves sticking out of his face. He's turned into a plant man. Crazy lady, talking about... I couldn't tell you. I guess she's good friends with all the little goblins. Meanwhile, we go back to that other friend who is jogging into town. He gets picked up by the sheriff. The sheriff's driving him to town, and he offers him a little cookie. It's green. It's green. It looks like it's got slime all over it. This kid's thrilled. He's loving it. He says, oh, thank you, and he eats it. Silly. I get it. You hungry? You want to take some food from strangers? Okay. Stupid, but okay. Don't take slime from strangers. This kid's asking the sheriff, so where'd all the ladies hang out at night? And this guy, the sheriff, drops him off, and he starts laughing. Ladies, oh, no. I'm thinking, ooh, that's creepy. I'm telling you, these people in this town are creepy. They're creepy looking. They don't look like actors. They just look like they grew out of the ground. They just showed up while this team of filmmaker wizards were shooting their film, and they just got involved. I will say, everybody looks authentically creepy in this film. Darn tootin'. So, he goes into the market, right? Out walks the owner of the general store, and this guy's wearing a straw hat. He's got this just bug-eyed look. He's creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. My goodness gracious. I'm hoping this guy's a real actor. If this is just some fella they pulled off the street, looking crazy like he does, then, whoo, kid's asking for coffee. He tells him they got no coffee. It's the devil's drink. I mean, I don't like the devil, but I drink coffee now and again, so I wouldn't say it's the devil's drink. So I don't know where this guy's getting his information. Not selling any good food at this place. So what he does is he gives this kid a little jug of milk. Nilbog milk. Says it's high in protein. Ugh, I'm not crazy about milk. He finds Arnold, eventually, in this building. And Arnold, at this point, he's like the Swamp Thing or something. Got bark all over it. His legs are growing out of this thing. So his friend's trying to pull him out there. He's trying to just drag him. Those poor kids, you know, they never had a chance. That one kid ended up getting killed by corn. This sequence was strange. It was weird. I felt so uncomfortable watching it. Credence comes walking out with corn, and the music's all sexy. She lures him into the trailer. She knows he's hungry. He ends up eating the corn with her, and then the corn's popping, and the whole trailer gets filled with popcorn. And I guess that's how this kid dies. I don't know. You know what I think happened with that scene? I really do think that the writers, the filmmakers, the director and all, I think they forgot about that character. I think the actor might have had a couple days off, and then when he showed back up to work, they thought, oh shoot, we don't know what to do with you. And they just thought, oh, what's everyone having for lunch today on set? Oh, we're just picking corn out of the ground? That's what we got? Well, here, you, Goblin Queen, take the corn, just act all sexy, lure him into there, and then you, buddy, you go down to the Five and Dime, buy as much popcorn as you can, and we'll just throw that crap into the windows, and that's the character's death scene. That's how you're going out. I'm sure that actor was just like, what the hell are you talking about? What happened to the script? Where's the script? There ain't no script for this film. I'm telling you, this film might be brilliant. It might be genius, because if they're just all making this stuff up as they go along, it's entertaining. Whew. So Joshua, I don't know, somehow he's out, he's out in town or wherever. He notices in the reflection in like a car mirror or something. Get ready for this twist. He notices that Nilbog is goblin, spelled backwards. What a twist. Who cares? I guess when they were writing this film, they just thought, ooh, let's name the town Goblin. Then someone said, no, that's a little too obvious. Well, but, let's do something like that. And then they said, well, we'll just spell it backwards. So Joshua flips out, he's all upset, and then he ends up stumbling upon some secret meeting about how they're going to eat all the people, and how we got to get them to eat the food, and they don't eat meat, and they got the vegetables, and so I guess these trolls can disguise themselves as human beings, but when they're in troll form, they don't talk. Their lips don't move. Maybe they only had 2 dimes to scratch together for the costumes and the makeup and all that stuff, but I don't think anyone was paid. I don't think there was any money flow. I don't think there was a budget. I don't even know if this was a real film crew that made this. I don't know. Maybe Sister Josephine's playing a prank on me. Maybe she made this film. I don't know. I don't know. Baloney. It's baloney. So Josh was trying to explain to his family, I guess, that the town's bad. They gotta get out of there. There's all kinds of creatures. Everyone's this and that. Alright, so let me get down to this crap. What ends up happening is, the town, they're having this party, meeting, welcoming, soiree, and they're inviting the family. They got all this food they want them to eat, and of course it's green. They're all getting aggressive. The father ends up fighting with this curly-haired fella, and then, I don't know, he gets set on fire or something, and then they go outside, and they're on the run. This guy, he blows up, and I don't know what's going on. It's just a bunch of nonsense. The Leaning Tower of Baloney. And then they end up back at the house, right? The sheriff and a bunch of other creepers in town, they show up, and they got a bag full of food, something, I don't know, it's probably slime. They toss it up onto the front porch or whatever. They say, you better eat it. All these town folks they're actually trolls, I guess. They want them to eat it, transform, and then they can eat them. They're not being that aggressive. I mean, they really wanted them to eat this crap. Just grab them, hold them down, shovel that nonsense down their throat. They don't do that. Ghost grandfather appears with an axe. He chops off the head of one of them. This guy is either a great help or he's a complete nincompoop. He just shows up when he wants to, helps when he wants to. He's got magical powers one scene, he doesn't have powers the next. He can only appear there for 10 seconds, and all this stuff. I don't know any of that. I don't understand any of that. I gotta say, I like the father, though. He's pretty funny. The guy who plays the father, his name's, George Hardy. Georgie Porgy. Puddin' and Pie. Kiss the trolls, he made them cry. Joshua somehow gets magically transported to Crazy Credence's house, where he's doing battle with her, and she's like a witch, goblin, queen of some kind. Grandfather tells him that he's got to put his hands on this magic stone. I don't even know. I don't know how the solution goes. He touches this magic stone, so then everything just gets up back to normal. They destroy this goblin queen. In the end, somehow they're all back at the house where they came from at the start, and everything's okay, I guess. They defeated the trolls, the goblins, whatever the heck they are. And that's the thing I don't get. What's the difference between a troll and a goblin? Are they the same thing? Apples and oranges? I don't know. You think that Joshua and his family's safe, but I guess the mother found some green slop food in the fridge, and she ate it, and then Joshua discovers her body upstairs, and all the trolls are all eating her, and she looks like green pudding. They're just like... It's gross. It is gross. You'd think that the death of the main little kid character's mother would have been kind of sad, but I don't know. Little kid screaming, they're eating my mom. They're eating my mom. Me, 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 me. I didn't care. I just did not care about that. Didn't care. So that's Troll 2. Electric Boogaloo. I don't know. It wasn't a scary film. It wasn't really creepy either, besides all of the very, very, very creepy characters. I mean, I don't know where they got these people. I'm telling you, I gotta look up the production of this film. This might be the best, worst movie I have ever seen. I don't know. I don't like slime. I got a mountain of bologna sandwiches here, so I'm pretty much set for the next few weeks. No troll's gonna be coming after me, ruining my day. It's funny because a lot of little kids in my classroom, they kind of looked like those trolls. They all got the bug eyes, big old creepy heads, and staring at me half the time, and I'm thinking, you know what? I won't be accepting any green apples from any of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my students from now on, what they're eating during lunch. Probably slime. I got my bologna. Look, I got my magic stones. I got lots of questions. Questions and questions. Probably never be answered. I gotta say, this movie was fun and strange. It was entertaining. Woo! Oh, man. We got slime, corn, trolls, crazy witch ladies living in the woods. We got ghost grandfathers and bologna and milk, nilbog, devils. Oh boy. I don't know. Hey, don't you come near me! Don't you get out of here,